The Longmont Trojans picked up where they left off last weekend in the first quarter on Saturday. But the horse in this one was, as expected, the most difficult player to lasso. Roper. First name, Noah.
My offensive line this year is phenomenal. I would not be where I am without them. I would not have over 2,000 yards. We wouldn't be here without my offensive line. So I really want to thank them. They've done phenomenal, and they're doing phenomenal.
With Erie up 10-6, Longmont drove to the 2-yard line, only to be denied by the Tigers.
Yeah, holy cow! I feel like that's really set the tempo for the game. Once we showed that we could do that, we felt like we could just do anything in this game.
Our goal line stand was incredible. I told them we've been in this place before, and our defense really strengthens up on the goal line.
Erie answers and grind out a 99-yard drive, capping it off with a Jacob Mansdorfer touchdown. 17-6, Tigers. In the third, the Tigers gobble up 8 minutes off the clock. Roper sprints in, and then later picks off Oakley Denning, and the Tigers never look back. 31-14, Erie advances to the 3A championship game.
Key in this game was the turnover margin. We had to get more because they've had, I think, 34 turnovers this season on the year, and that's insane. So we needed to make sure we didn't lose the ball.
I feel like we really locked down on our offense and defense and just played probably the best game we've had all year.
Here's Roper again at the 40. 45-50, still running. Wow. What a throw and catch by Oakley Denning, and the catch by Elkins. Right side, Cruz Garcia. Inside the 50 to the 46-yard line.
Cruz Garcia, number 33.
And standing up, Jamison Nelms, who was in on that tackle for the Tigers. Once again, a dramatic victory last weekend in Durango. They made the trip to southwestern Colorado, spent the night on a Friday night, and then beat Durango in the last minute of the game on their home field. Here's the run up the middle, a gain of about 3 yards for the Trojans.
Carry by number 15.
And Drake Engelking
makes it
with the carry. 17 touchdown runs, 18 catches for 144 yards, Engelking. But he is a powerful running back. Oakley Denning, he's going to keep this one, and he gets the first down for the Trojans and a couple extra yards as the Tigers stand him up about 2 yards past the first down marker. We're just underway here at Erie Tigers Stadium. 10:31 to play in the first quarter. The Longmont Trojans in the gray pants, white jerseys, blue helmets, 9-3. Against the home team, Erie Tigers in the orange and black, 10-2 on the season. Handoff, Engelking, right side. Picks up about 7 or 8 yards on the run.
Ball to the 30-yard line.
Glad you joined us this afternoon on the NFHSnetwork.com. I'm Blake Olson.
Beck Feet on the run.
We're going to have a great time this afternoon. These two teams, very talented, great football teams, well coached, and Engelking is stuffed by the Tigers at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by number 22, Ian Vera.
Ian Vera with, once again, 40 total tackles before this afternoon's game with the stop on that play. So a big time play here with third down and about 3. A 3.5 to go for Oakley Denning and the Trojans. Double wing, Denning rolls right, back to his left, over the middle, caught, complete, and a big first down for Cruz Garcia from Denning.
33, Cruz Garcia.
keeps the drive alive, and now the Longmont Trojans once again
Ball at the 3-yard line.
knocking on the
First
door.
and goal. Longmont.
Denny, hands off, Engel King. Tigers are there.
Austin Hassler, number 5 for Longmont.
Ian McDonald in on the tackle,
Stopped behind the line.
along with Jaden Gilmore. You see big number 79, Cameron Marcucci. Once again, 280 pounds, 6'8". Engel King, right side. Tries to break the plane, and the Tigers do a nice
Carried by
job
number
in their
15,
goal line
Drake
stand
Engelking.
here.
Ball carried to the 1-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal.
So 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line with 8:05 to play in the first quarter here at Erie Tigers Stadium. Oakley Denning is the quarterback for the visitors. Double wing, Engel King in the backfield. Denning breaks the plane
Oakley
and
Denning
puts
with
6
keeper
on the board for the
for a
Trojans.
touchdown. The score now, Erie 0, Longmont 6.
They take the early lead, 6-0. They pulled out all the stops in that one. And Squibber, they do not want Noah Roper to return this football. And the Tigers, a nice return out to the 41-yard line.
Erie's return to the 42-yard line. Tyler Gardner with the carry. It'll be 1st and 10 for Erie.
From the 42-yard line now, 7:44 to go in the first quarter. Noah Roper is in the backfield. He's number 8. The quarterback is Dion Lucero. The sophomore, you'll also hear from Jacob Mansdorfer. Both of them play quarterback. Bobbled it, but look at Roper, left side, and a big pickup of about 8 yards.
Hands off to Noah Roper, number 8.
Once
Carries to the
again,
50-yard line.
Roper, 296 carries, 2,282 yards coming into this game. 32 touchdown runs, 2 touchdowns receiving. So in the pistol, Roper behind Lucero. Hands off to Roper, right side. And the Trojans know they're going to have to wrap up today. And hit Roper low, and a first down for Roper. Danny Nichols in on the tackle, along with Matthew Sprecher. Nichols, Nick Payon at one corner, along with Jeremiah Kennedy. We'll talk about the defensive line coming up. In motion, Jacob Mansdorfer. Lucero hands off to Roper, left side, behind his huge offensive line. Picks up some nice yardage for the Tigers with 6:36 to play in the first quarter. You see big number 79, Cam Marcucci, at the right tackle spot. Lucero hands off once again to Roper, left side, and another first down. And you see how hard this young man runs the football. Up front, next to Marcucci, is Nathan Hackney, the right guard, Colby Arlington, the center, Gianni Velota, the left guard, and Spencer Brooks, the left tackle. Zach Reese, number 15, another playmaker for the Tigers. And he'll keep it on this one. Direct snap out of the Wildcat is Roper. So they use Roper along with Lucero and Mansdorfer. And Erie has been extremely successful using all 3 athletes in these formations. Split out to the left is Jaden Gilmore. For the Tigers, Lucero, he's going to keep it himself, left side, hit hard, bounces off, and a nice run for the Tigers
Number 10, Jacob Mansdorfer.
Rodriguez comes up and makes the tackle, but Lucero
At the 10-yard line.
does a really nice job taking that ball to the 10-yard line and a first down for the home team. And a really impressive drive so far with 5 minutes and 5 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Mansdorfer, he keeps it. Holds on to the football with 2 hands. Hassler is there for the Trojans. Austin Hassler, the standout linebacker and safety, along with the big defensive lineman from Longmont, trying to prevent Erie from scoring a touchdown here. Jason Schneider Rodriguez, Jared Fixmer, Telvin Townsend, 260 pounds nose tackle up front. Here's the read, keeps it, and the Trojans swarm. And a big time play by Jason Schneider coming in after the read and the pull.
At the 10-yard line, it'll be 3rd and 9.
4:05 on the clock now. First quarter, 3A semifinals here in Colorado. The 5th seed, Erie, in the orange and black on their home field. Longmont is the 8th seed. It's 3rd down now, 9. Jaden Lucero is the quarterback. Fans want a flag, and Roper behind him in the pistol. Handoff, Roper left side, has the blocks and that defensive line. This is going to be a football battle up front. Number 77 is Telvin Townsend, just finished talking about him. Number 76 is Jared Fixmer. Schneider is number 63 against that very talented offensive line. A huge defensive play for the Trojans. And Julian Castine will attempt this field goal. A 23-yarder, preventing the Tigers from a touchdown and forcing the Tigers to kick a field goal. And a nice kick by Castine.
Trojans will start 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
And the Trojans will get it going at the 20-yard line with 2:51 to play in the first quarter. Glad you joined us on the NFHSnetwork.com. I'm Blake Olson, and hopefully you're enjoying this live broadcast wherever you may be. We've had so many people all across the country watching these great games this season, especially in the playoffs. Denny rolling left, back to his right, over the middle, going deep, and broken up by Roper. What a great defensive play by Noah Roper, the junior, who is getting plenty of looks from colleges all around the country.
2nd and 10 for the Trojans.
Tough-nosed football player, obviously. Great vision, speed, and quickness, has all the tools. It's 2nd down for Denning. Elkins right side, tries to cut upfield. And the Tigers big men
No gain on the play.
making the tackle, Marcucci. Man, what does he eat every night? And every day? What a great looking football player. Cameron Marcucci. Here's Denning. Big 3rd down and 10 play here. Rolling right, steps up, hit hard, and the defense brings it. And a huge play by Jaden Gilmore. That will force the Trojans to punt this ball away. Denning rolling right, trying to make a play, stepping up and looking downfield, and here came Gilmore. So back to punt is Cruz Garcia. He's had a lot of success punting this season. And the fair catch in the backfield behind Lucero. Play action, and Lucero is going deep. Has a man open at the 15-yard line. Alex Mathis, their leading receiver. That is his 13th catch of the season. Coming into today, 332 yards with 5 touchdowns receiving. Big time play, right side at the 20-yard line. Is Roper, and he won't go down. It'll be second down now. And about 8 yards with 55 seconds to play in the first quarter. Colby Arlington is the center for the Tigers. Lucero, the quarterback. The All-State running back, arguably one of the best running backs in the state, any classification. Roper is to his right. Mansdorfer in motion, handoff to Roper, bounces out left side at the 10-yard line, inside the 10, and delivers the blow as he runs right into Austin Hassler. And I would imagine we will see plenty of collisions today between a hard-hitting Hassler and Roper.
3rd and 1.
So lowering the shoulder and initiating that hit. And a strong run by Roper. 3rd and 1 now for the Tigers. Mansdorfer keeps it left side, stretches out at the cone. Touchdown, Erie. And this kick sails into the end zone, so the Trojans using all their weapons. Denning back to pass in the pocket, left side, has a receiver, and that is an incredible catch by Cruz Garcia.
That's complete.
Wow.
And number 33, Cruz Garcia.
Out to the 46-yard line. They'll mark it at the 47. First down and 10 as we start the second quarter. Here's the handoff. Angle King up the middle.
Carry for Longmont for 5 yards. By number 16, Matthew Champion. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6. For Oakley Denning and the Trojans. There's a whistle before the snap. Beck Feith split out here to the right. Sage Yazzie, top of your screen. So an illegal substitution on the Erie Tigers. That brings up 2nd down and 1. From the 44 of Erie. Denning, handoff, Cruz Garcia left side, hit hard, picks up about 2 yards in the first down.
Cruz Garcia with the carry. Driven out of bounds by number 10, Jacob Mansdorfer.
Mansdorfer was in on the tackle.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
He does everything for this team. As does Roper and Lucero. 1st and 10 now from the 40-yard line. Handoff, left side, plenty of room, and a big-time gain for the Longmont Trojans.
Brought down by number 25, Jaden Gilmore. Ball at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Longmont.
Engel King in the backfield with Denning. 11:04 to play in the first half. Denning keeps it, hit hard. And a big stick by the Tigers.
Gain 1 on the play, it'll be 2nd and 9.
And Ian Vera made that tackle on Denning. And that may hurt tomorrow or tonight. 2nd down now. From the 19-yard line. As Engel King split out to his right. Stepping up in the end zone. Has a receiver a little too far and inside. Elkins tried to stretch out and make the catch, but could not make the play. Handoff left side, Cruz Garcia picks up about maybe 4 yards on the run, and the Tigers do a nice job containing him. 10:17 to play in the first half. Trojans trying to get some points on the board here. Down by 4, and they are going to go for it. At least appear to go for it here. Trying to get the Tigers to jump offside. Has a receiver out to his right. Denning rolling right. Dumps it off, complete. First down, knocked out of bounds, and a huge play for the Trojans to Drake Engel King, who has made 2 huge catches on this drive. First down, Trojans. The offensive line for the Trojans. Jared Fixmer at left tackle, J.J. Lord the left guard, Bryce Rohde the center. Evan Sweeney is back at right guard, Will Preuss at right tackle. Denning, hands off, Engel King, right side, and the big man wraps up. And all 280 pounds of Marcucci falls on Engel King.
Started that tackle, number 16, Matthew Campbell.
So the Trojans, as you see, at the 4-yard line now on 2nd and goal with 9:40 to go in the first half. Trying to retake the lead here. Denning, hands off, left side, Cruz Garcia bounces it out to the left. Tippy toes in for the touchdown. Cruz Garcia.
There's a flag on the play.
But there is a flag.
We'll go down to the field for the call.
Garcia bounced it out. Holding on the Trojans called by the officials after the apparent touchdown. Garcia has good speed, bounces it out, and good balance into the end zone, but it doesn't matter. The Tigers lead 10-6 with 9:28 to play in the first half. 3A semifinals in Colorado. The winner of this game will take on Palmer Ridge or Palisade. They're going at it right now. The wind is kicking up a little from the east. Once again, about 70 degrees. Elkins split out to the right. Denning, play action, rolling right, pressured by the Tigers, and a huge defensive play by the Tigers. Wrapping up Denning in the backfield. Jamison Nelms. Impressive defensive play by the Tigers. Not allowing Denning to roll around like he did last weekend against the Mavericks. 8:56 to play in the first half. It's 3rd down. Engel King split out to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Denning to the air, overthrown, double covered. And it appears they're going to call interference on the Tigers.
There's a flag on the play.
Nathan Hahn was there. And I'm not certain if it was Eddie Pena. But a wise call by the Trojans going to the end zone. They get the call and the interference call. So now the Trojans in business again at the 13-yard line. Third down. 8-yard line, check that. Handoff left side, Cruz Garcia again. Gets hit a couple of times. And that is Cruz Garcia's favorite run.
Ball on the 2-yard line.
Around that left edge. Good speed, and he'll get upfield. So now from the 3-yard line, it's 4th and goal for the Trojans. Elkin split out to the right. Denning hands off, power up front. And did they break the plane? It does not look like it. The Erie Tigers stuff Hassler, I believe, in there on offense. They don't use Hassler a lot on offense. But a big stop, goal line stand for the Erie Tigers with 8:32 to play in the first half.
Palmer Ridge 14, Palisades 0.
So you may have heard the score on the public address speaker. Palmer Ridge leading 14-0 over Palisade. So they jumped out to an early lead. And the Erie Tigers defense stepping up big time on the Trojans. That defensive line and the linebackers did a great job. In the end zone, Jason Schneider with the tackle, but Roper gets out of the end zone, preventing the safety.
2nd and 10 for the Tigers.
2nd down and 10. Back to the line of scrimmage. Roper back in the offensive backfield with Mansdorfer. Once again, out of that Wildcat.
Timeout called by Erie.
And a timeout by the Erie Tigers as they took a look at the defense that Longmont had lined up. 7:56 to go. You're watching the NFHSnetwork.com 3A semifinals between the 5th-seeded Erie Tigers and the 8th-seeded Longmont Trojans. Once again, another St. Vrain Valley School District program, the Erie Tigers. The Longmont Trojans in the same school district along with the Meade Mavericks. And a team who gave a lot of teams trouble, not far from here, a little east of this field, the Frederick Warriors were a handful this season as well. Silver Creek down the road in Longmont, another team to contend with. Both these teams advancing the furthest out of the St. Vrain Valley School District teams. And Roper keeps it again, and what a hit!
Noah Roper with a run to the 5-yard line.
Wow, Roper
It'll be 3rd and 5 for Erie.
and Brian Blanks collide. Goodness. Brian Blanks, a physical player, and we already know how physical Roper is. Out of the Wildcat. Here's Roper. The Tigers Roper. And read it and keep it. And a big gain for Roper. Cuts back to the right side. Nick Payon trying to tackle him and knock him out of bounds. But a huge pickup for Noah Roper. And the first down after the timeout for the Tigers. That is a huge play with 6:57 on the clock here in the second quarter. Once again, Roper with nearly 2,300 yards rushing before the afternoon. Lucero hands off, right side. Roper's taking a breather, and that's a big pickup.
Wingfield gain of 8 on the play.
Wingfield, who has 45 carries, 263 yards before the afternoon, and 2 touchdowns with the carry and a pickup of 8 yards for the Tigers. Lucero at quarterback. Split out here to the left is Mansdorfer and Alex Mathis, who made a huge catch earlier. Lucero back to pass, left side, out in the flat. It's caught, and a first down for the Trojans. Check that for the Tigers.
15,
Zach Reese.
Carry to the 30.
Great concentration, catches the ball, gets upfield for the first down.
First down.
And Erie looking really good right now with 5:38 to play in the first half. 3A semifinals. Trying to draw the Trojans offside. Dion Lucero, the young quarterback, with Roper behind him. Hands off, Roper, right side, big hole, cuts back to the left.
Noah Roper.
And you're going to have to hit him and hit him hard to slow him down. A huge run for the Tigers with 5:10 to go in the first half. Just under 5 minutes now. Got their jumbo package in. And you would think Roper will carry this ball. Everyone in this stadium knows it. And a hard hit, but you have to wrap up. Roper spinning, bouncing off a couple of tacklers. Blanks comes back after hitting him hard.
17-yard line. There's a flag
and
on
then
the play.
after Roper breaks a couple of tackles, Hassler and Blanks are there to make the play.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 53.
So
15 yards from the end of the run.
a face mask, I believe they called it on number 53, but I think they meant to say 55, Blanks, so a personal foul against the Trojans.
It'll be first and goal from the 9-yard line for
Now
Erie.
at the 9-yard line, first and goal with the home team leading 10-6. And the officials will discuss. I didn't see the face mask, but Blanks evidently was called for the personal foul. This is just going to be a hard-nosed physical football game. The Trojans knew it coming into this one, and so did the Tigers. Dion
First
Lucero.
down and 1.
Okay, so they're saying first and 1 yard to go with 4:35 to go in the first half. The Tigers play action, rolling right. Lucero, he's going to keep it. And inside the 5, Hassler makes the tackle. Fixmer is there.
To the 3-yard line.
And a nice job by the young
First and goal
quarterback.
for Erie from the 3.
Matthew Sprecher in on the tackle as well. First and goal now. And Roper in the Wildcat with Mansdorfer in the offensive backfield with him. And checking down, looking over at his sideline is Roper. Simply one of the best. Roper, handoff. Breaks the plane into the end zone. Touchdown, Erie. Mansdorfer. Tigers stepping up after winning on the road in Durango last weekend. This is a high kick in the wind, and Nichols going to get a hold of this one and hit hard.
Returned by number
By
2,
the
Danny
Tigers.
Nichols from Longmont to the 44-yard
And a
line.
good stick
Tackle made
by David
by
Grassi, I
number 59,
believe.
David Grassi.
And David Grassi came flying in there to make the tackle on Nichols, who had 2 huge returns last weekend against the Mavericks. Denning is the quarterback for the Trojans. Had a big afternoon last weekend. Back to pass in the flat. Little slant. Sage Yazzie will pick up about 9 yards after the catch.
To the 47-yard line.
3:43 to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The Trojans trailing 17-6. Denning. Handoff. Cruz Garcia left side. First down. Running hard again.
Cruz Garcia.
Alex Mathis, I believe,
To the 42-yard
made the
line
tackle for the
first and
Tigers.
1.
3:17 to play in the first half. This playoff semifinal. Handoff up the middle, and the Tigers do a nice job up front.
Carried by number
Fill in the
15,
gap.
Rick Ingleton.
Marcucci is in there along with Nelms. And one of the linebackers, Ian Vera. Beckfeith split out to the right for the Trojans. Denning back to pass, firing it, and batted down by Marcucci.
That pass broken up by big number 79, Cameron Marcucci.
Cam Marcucci at 6'8" puts his hands up, and you have problems. Got a 7'4" defensive lineman in your face when you put your hands up. So a nice job by Marcucci. 3rd down. 9 to go for the Trojans. 2:36 in the first half. Denning. 2 receivers out to his left. 1 to his right. The pressure and sacked. Trying to break free. But the Tigers are all over it. Nathan Hackney
Behind the line by number 54.
celebrates with Vera. Hackney bringing it. He was instrumental on that goal line stand, and 2 big plays here
Just over 2 minutes
in this
remaining.
drive for Hackney. That is his 7th sack of the season. Hackney, under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Trojans down 17-6. Cruz Garcia back to punt. And he will punt this away and get a good roll to about the 12-yard line of the Erie Tigers. But the Tigers have a weapon His name is Noah Roper, and the Trojans have to keep an eye on him with 1:29 to play in the first half. They're going to have to tackle and wrap up because the Erie Tigers, obviously physical at the line of scrimmage, and with these talented backs led by Roper, Mansdorfer having a big game, along with Dion Lucero at quarterback. One receiver split out to the right. Keep it again after the read. And keeping the Trojans honest. Because you really, when you're playing the Tigers, all eyes go to number 8. But the Tigers doing a nice job here with the lead. And they have plenty of other weapons along with Roper. Second down now and 10 with 56 seconds to play in the first half. Left side now, Roper running hard out to the 22-yard line.
To the 22-yard line. There's a flag on the play.
And another flag. You're watching the 3A semifinals in Colorado on the NFHSnetwork.com. 43 seconds to play in the first half. Holding on the Tigers. That'll make it second down and about 15 for Erie. Mansdorfer at quarterback with Roper to his left. Mansdorfer's going to keep it left side.
Mansdorfer with the keeper to the 10-yard line.
And Fixmer is there to make the tackle, and the clock is ticking down with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And about 3 seconds to go, and they're going to let it run out as the Erie Tigers lead the Longmont Trojans 17-6 as they make their way to the locker room at halftime here at Erie Tigers Stadium in the 3A semifinals. We're coming back in about 15 minutes with the second half and all the exciting action here in Colorado 3A football. So stay tuned and we'll talk to you in about 15 minutes on the NFHSnetwork.com. To start the second half. And they'll get to kick it at the 40 after a penalty in that first half. Cruz Garcia at about the 6-yard line, and Colby Wingfield can't hold on to it, and it'll be first down, Erie Tigers. So I would imagine the Longmont Trojans coaching staff telling their team they need to come out here and leave it all on the field, play with some fire and passion, because that is exactly what the Tigers are doing up to this point as we start the third quarter at Erie Tiger Stadium with the 5th seed leading the 8th seed. Noah Roper, the star running back in the Wildcat right now. Check that at running back with Mansdorfer at quarterback. We've seen Lucero, of course, at quarterback as well. Here's a handoff. Roper, good block. Way to follow his block in a nice hole, or a really good pickup for the Tigers as they start the second half.
2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6 yards on the play for Roper and the Tigers. Handoff Roper, left side, trying to contain him. Hitting him hard was Telvin Townsend. But once again, you're going to have to wrap up. Roper does not go down easily. 11:20 on the clock, third quarter. Thanks for watching us on the NFHSnetwork.com. The Erie Tigers 10-2 before this afternoon's semifinal game in Class 3A. Taking on the 9-3 Trojans from Longmont. Handoff, Roper, left side, another hole. And you could just see it open up right there as Sprecher makes the tackle for the Trojans. First down, Tigers. Exactly how they wanted to start the second half. So 10:45 on the clock in the third quarter with the Tigers out front on their home field. Sprecher, the linebacker, behind Townsend and Will Preuss on the defensive line. Hassler flying around, hits Lucero, and Lucero a nice pickup of about 4 yards.
27-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Officially 2nd and 7 now. Pickup of 3 for the Tigers as they work the clock with 10 minutes to play in the third quarter with the lead. And a flag.
False start. Offense.
False start on the Tigers. And you don't want to come out falling asleep on either side in this one. And that'll tend to happen at times. So both these teams trying to stay dialed in and bring plenty of passion out here on the field and avoid the mental errors. 2nd and 11 now for the Tigers. Rolling left and going deep. And overthrown. Lucero let it fly. And Rulon was there. And we'll see if they call an interference on Rulon.
Defense, number 12.
And they do an interference call
First down.
on Rulon. Brian Arndt is the defensive coordinator for the Trojans, longtime defensive coordinator for Doug Johnson.
Ball's at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for Erie.
Chad Cooper, the head coach from the Tigers, has his offense with 3 split out to the right. Roper in the Wildcat. And 9:25 to play in the third quarter. Roper keeps it left side. Hit it about the 41-yard line.
Carry to the 42-yard line.
And they will mark it at about the 41 and a half.
2nd and 5 for the Tigers.
Second down, 5 yards to go for the home team. You may hear the wind up here. It's kind of picking up with 8:55 to play in the third quarter. 3A semifinals. The Tigers and the Trojans. Ticking off as much time as possible on the clock. Roper is going to keep it again.
And
Flags on the play.
I guess they'll call it delay a game here. If not a false start.
Riders down.
False start
Number 10.
on the Tigers.
5 yards in. Second
So
down.
they're trying to clean it up as well. And can't afford to let the Trojans get back in this game here due to mental errors. Mansdorfer at quarterback. Behind him in the pistol is Roper. One receiver split out to the right, Gilmore. Handoff. Roper left side. Shifts gears. That's a big run. And that just shows you what a quality running back he is.
Enough for an Erie Tiger first down.
First down, Tigers. After that impressive run. Around the left side. He shifted gears about 3 times. He's very patient, and you see his vision. Quality running back. Elusive, fast, speed. They're really smart as well. Hand off to Roper. Missed tackle. Breaks a tackle there, and at about the 40-yard line, it's Roper again with a nice gain
A 2nd and 6
of about 4 yards.
for Erie.
Second down, 6 for the Erie Tigers. 7:30 to go in the third quarter. They lead 17-6. Mansdorfer at quarterback. Letting the seconds tick down on the scoreboard. Plenty of respect for the Trojans. Roper hit hard and then leaning
Roper with the
forward
carry.
once again.
36-yard line.
Great effort to the 36.
It'll be 3rd and 1 for Erie.
3rd down and 1 for the Tigers. Handoff, Roper, first down. Elusive, still on his feet. And running hard.
25-yard line. Enough
Roper.
for an Erie Tiger first down.
Boy, he makes it look easy, doesn't he? Roper over that 2,300-yard mark now. Of course, in the first half, surpassed that. 32 touchdown runs. He goes to the sidelines, get a blow. Here's a handoff right up the middle. Colby Wingfield
to the 24-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8
picks up
for
about
Erie.
2 yards. There's 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. And the Erie Tigers are driving and taking time off the clock. Methodically using Roper and all their athletes here as Lucero comes in at quarterback. Wingfield in the backfield with him, along with Zach Reese. 5:30 on the scoreboard. Third quarter. Keep it after the read. The Trojans see it. But Lucero does a nice job cutting back, runs over the official,
Dion Lucero
and
with the
gets
keeper.
upfield. And an impressive run by the young quarterback.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they'll need 1 yard for the
16-yard
first
line.
down, and that's frustrating for the Trojans right now with 4:55 to play in the third quarter. Erie did a nice job right there, working for any yardage they could get, and patience, and Roper right side, running hard, leaning forward, and another big run and a first down for the Tigers.
Enough for an Erie Tiger first down.
Well, that's Roper once again leading the way
Can't say enough about the young quarterback, though, as well. Lucero and now Mansdorfer at running back. Roper keeps it up the middle. Touchdown! Tigers!
Erie Tiger touchdown!
After the read, he keeps it, flexes his muscles, set to kick it away. And Nichols may have a return here. Danny Nichols at the 20-yard line, trying to break free. And tackled at about the 21-yard line.
The return by number 2, Danny
Good coverage
Nichols
by the Tigers here in the 3A semifinals at Erie Tigers Stadium on the NFHSnetwork.com. All right, there's still a lot of time left in this football game, but Erie took as much time off as possible. 4:11 to go in the third quarter. Trojans down. Oakley Denning in the pocket. Over the middle, complete. Danny Nichols to the 46-yard line.
Denning's pass complete to number 2, Danny Nichols.
Boy, that was a huge strike.
To the 45-yard line.
They've been looking for that
First
since,
and 10, Longmont.
I guess, the first or second play of the game. Erie's done a nice job containing the passing game, and Oakley Denning, double wing. Handoff, right side. Engelking running hard to the 49-yard line of Erie.
Stop made by number 23, Nathan Hahn.
Hahn comes up to make the tackle for the Tigers. Denning has two receivers out to the left. The younger Engelking. Back to pass. Complete. At about the 44-yard line to the 43 is Jaden Elkins, the leading receiver for the Trojans.
Stop made by number 22, Ian Vera.
3:24 to go in the third quarter.
First and 10 from the 43-yard.
Need a big strike here from the Trojans if they want a chance in this game. Oakley Denning up the middle, keeps it. And suddenly the Trojans moving the ball extremely well.
To the 38-yard line.
But they are down 24-6. Denning hands off, Engelking left side. Running hard. Almost stopped at about the 35, but he leans forward. And it's close to the first down marker, as you can see.
Sideline warning. Longmont. Third down.
Third down and short.
Scoring update, Palmer Ridge and Palisade are tied at 14 in the third quarter.
We have a tie game. Palmer Ridge and Palisade tied at 14. In the other semifinal game in Class 3A, Denning. First down run by Engelking. After Cruz Garcia makes his way to the right in motion. First down, Trojans. 2:23, can't have any turnovers if you're Longmont. Tigers doing a great job on defense up to this point. But right now, Longmont is moving the ball. However, you just saw what the Tigers can do on offense. Just eating up every second on the clock and eating up every yard on the ground. With Noah Roper, the star running back.
Pueblo South with 13. Broomfield with
2:11 on the clock right now in the third quarter. Oakley Denning on 1st and 5. Play action, rolling right, downfield, intercepted by the Tigers at the 5, 10, 15, watch out, hit hard. A huge pickoff by Roper. Here. Mansdorfer keeps it.
Jacob Mansdorfer, number 10, keeps the ball.
Another nice run. A big pickup of about 6 yards. So we have 3 receivers split out to the right and a 24-6 lead for the Erie Tigers, looking to move on to the state championship game in Class 3A. Mansdorfer at the helm. In the backfield with him, Zach Reese. Mansdorfer keeps it left side, and that's way too much. If you're a Longmont Trojan fan and that defense getting beaten up
enough for Erie Tiger first
on the line of scrimmage. And more than likely, you would think Erie would keep it on the ground, but so much success up to this point. Mansdorfer, 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Mansdorfer keeps it left side.
Mansdorfer with.
And they keep it again. Roper, wow.
No Roper with the keeper.
Just leaning
to the
forward.
39-yard line.
Some more strong running by Noah Roper.
Tigers, first down.
First down, Tigers. How impressive was that run? Roper in the Wildcat. And this one's handed off
Mansdorfer
to his
carry.
teammate, Mansdorfer.
1-yard line. There is a flag on the play.
Really interesting utilizing these 3 quarterbacks slash athletes.
Hold it. Off.
Tigers also taking advantage of those great offensive linemen. And Longmont's defensive line, impressive. One of the best in the state. You can see this offensive line from Erie.
First and 20 for the Tigers. Ball's on the 29-yard line.
They're tough, especially with Roper in the backfield. Here's Roper again with 11-11 left in the game. And the lead, Roper running hard, tries to make a move.
Noah Roper
And Blanks was there along with Rodriguez and Sprecher for the Trojans.
It'll be 2nd and 18 for the Tigers.
10:45 to go in the game. 3A semifinals, Erie Tigers Stadium. Jaden Gilmore split out to the right for the Tigers.
Flag on the play.
Well, they ask Roper to do a lot, and he delivers. Once again,
Further snap.
on the season,
25. Offense.
has over 300 carries. This year, and only a junior. Second down and long. About 23 to go for the Tigers from Erie. Trojans gonna have to do something now if they want to pull off this upset for the second straight week. Roper keeps it right side, and Hassler is there for the tackle. At first quarter of the season. Here's Roper again at the 40. 45-50, still running. I mean, he just runs so hard. Great speed, and what a run by Noah Roper. The all-state running back athlete with the first down on the ground. And the Trojans had him in probably the best situation that they've had him this afternoon. And Roper still does damage. Despite that, right after Hassler comes off the field. We got 9:18 to go, and they'll throw another flag. So a legal substitution on the Tigers with just over 9 minutes to play. Trojans needing a miracle here in the 3A semifinals. Wow, you talk about running hard, putting his nose down and running downhill is Jacob Mansdorfer. Impressive run
at the start of the fourth
by the Tiger quarterback.
It's Palmer Ridge 21, Palisade 14.
Well, you may have heard the score, 21-14. Palmer Ridge in the other semifinal against Palisade. 8:44 to go in this game. Disappointing afternoon for the Trojans after coming out strong and look good. Wrapping up Mansdorfer
with the carry.
Is Jared Fixmer, the senior.
Progress to the 34-yard line.
And one of the leaders on this team. He's had a great career for the Trojans. But something needs to change drastically here with just over 8 minutes to play in the game if he wants to continue playing high school football. Roper. Check that. Yep, Roper in the shotgun. We're the Wildcat. Roper keeps it left side. Has a little hole and takes advantage of it. Just continues to pound on the Trojans. All right, timeout. Officials timeout.
Referees are calling for a measurement.
As they measure this one. With 7:43 to go in the game, and the Erie Tigers leading 24-6. 3A semifinals. And first down, Tigers. Here at Erie Tigers Stadium, and the home crowd loves it. Half of football, but they are utilizing the clock. And that's just fine with the Tigers and the faithful from Erie. Working the clock. And you have to appreciate Roper carrying out the fakes. That's a good quarterback and athlete, giving his teammates an opportunity to make some big plays. Mansdorfer, and you see Roper there with number 15, Zach Reese, who has been instrumental in the success for the Erie Tigers this season. Second down at 10 now. And keep it again. Right side, Roper. And the Trojans cannot tackle him. Wow. First down. Roper and the Tigers.
Enough for an Erie Tigers first down.
What a run by Roper. And now inside the 20. Tigers trying to put more points on the board here with 6:10 left in the game. Roper leading the way. Mansdorfer left side.
Jacob Mansdorfer with the carry to the 8-yard line.
Taking a page out of Roper's playbook. Mansdorfer is a really good athlete, as you can see.
The 2nd and 3 for Erie.
2nd down, 3 for the Tigers. 5:30 to go in the game. Roper, he'll keep it himself. Up the middle, stretches out. Short of the touchdown.
With the carry to the 1-yard line.
But the Tigers are at the 1, trying to up their lead. With 5:23 to go in the game. Roper's going to keep it himself into the end zone. Touchdown, Erie to play. And the Trojans won't be able to return this one as Nichols, Hassler,
for a touchback.
and Payon watch that one fly over their heads. Well, the Tigers are impressive with Roper, obviously, Mansdorfer, Lucero has had a great game. And Oakley Denning has had a lot of challenges this afternoon, to say the least. Pressured. He has just been swallowed up all afternoon by the Tigers defense. And they should be proud of themselves, because Nathan Hackney has had a big afternoon. Boy, they are just getting production from everyone on defense. Oakley looking back to the left, over the middle, and they're going to call a flag. The interference on Nathan Hackney. Little mismatch there possibly with Hackney, why not? His team leads 31-6 with 4:36 to go in the game. In the 3A semifinals, and barring an absolute miracle, it looks like the Erie Tigers are going to advance.
Palmer Ridge is now 28-14 over Palisade.
28-14, Palmer Ridge leading Palisade. So right now,
Patrick Ferris, 54, defense. 15 yards in the previous spot. First
well, it
down.
looks like Erie will be playing Palmer Ridge in the 3A state championship game.
The ball at the 31.
In Colorado Springs. 4:36 now. Denning out in the flat, complete. Sejazi at about the 45-yard line. And then driven back to about the 40, but we'll see where they mark it at about the 40-yard line. So a tough day for the Longmont Trojans against, we'll see, a team that will be fighting it out for the state championship in Class 3A next week in Colorado. Elkins, big catch, nice move inside the 50.
Jennings pass complete to number 13.
But obviously, this physical team from Erie going to be difficult to beat.
2nd and 2.
But Palmer Ridge, top seed in the South, showing how good they are against Palisade today. Denning. Beckfeith with the
Denning
catch
pass complete to number 40.
to about the
Beckfeith.
34-yard line with 3:46
First and 10 Longmont.
to play in the game. Denning, a junior, started since he was a sophomore. Incomplete pass.
Denning's pass incomplete.
Intended
to
for
number 17,
Yazzie.
Yazzie. Second and 10 Longmont.
3:35 to go in the game. Longmont with a huge win last weekend, but unable to enjoy that success this afternoon against the Erie Tigers, who are playing extremely well. Intended for Ingle King, incomplete. And the Tigers look like they are prepared to pull off, at least try to pull off another upset. Next weekend in the 3A state championship, they had a wonderful afternoon. Very impressive performance by the Erie Tigers here on their home field. Beckfeith
complete to number 40, Beckfeith.
with the catch, short of the first down. 3:25 to play in the game. Didn't talk a lot about Nick Payon, senior, transferred a couple years ago from Longmont, had a great career. Sadly for him and his family, it's going to be it for him. And the pressure by the
15,
Tigers,
Ingleton.
and Ingle King is tackled
19-yard line.
at about the
Second and
19.
6.
Second down, 6 yards for the Trojans with under 3 minutes to play in the game. Denning. Pressured, rolling right, getting out of the pocket. And he keeps that, and the Tigers good pursuit on the
Denning
play.
takes it. Runs up to the 17-yard
Wingfield
line.
was there,
It'll be 3rd and 3.
along with Brooks. Denning, back to pass, right side, and that one's intercepted by the Tigers again. And knocked out of bounds.
Interception by the Tigers.
So congratulations to the Tigers again.
There's a flag on the play.
Eddie Pena, but there is a flag on the field.
Interception by Eduardo Pena.
And Pena returns that one about 10 yards. And an INT for the Tigers. And a penalty on the home team.
So it'll be Erie ball, 1st and 10.
But the Tigers will take it 1st and 10 with 2:14 to play in the game. You've been watching the 3A semifinals here in Colorado between the Erie Tigers and the Longmont Trojans.
Longmont High School and Erie High School fans, we really want to thank you for coming out
Chad
tonight.
Cooper,
Breaking
second-year
an
head
attendance
coach,
record at Erie Tiger Stadium. Thank you for supporting
is
your
headed
team
to the
today.
state championship game in 3A. What an accomplishment, what a season for Coach Cooper and Roper and Mansdorfer in the backfield with Roper. And you see the hole there, and that offensive line has done a great job for the Tigers all
Carried
season
by
long.
Mansdorfer.
Thank you to Justin
the
Carpenter,
5-yard
the
line.
athletic director from
You guys-
Erie High School. Appreciate everything he's done as we prepare for this live stream
Timeout,
event. There's 2 minutes and 7 seconds left in this game. Thank you for the hospitality here at EHS, and thank you to Longmont High School and all the supporters for their viewership of live streaming events this season and the playoffs as well. I've had a great time, seen some great football players and excellent coaching, especially the last 3 weeks here in the postseason. And that's what you get here on the NFHSnetwork.com. You can follow me on Twitter at BlakeOlson1. You see that massive offensive line from Erie. Mansdorfer will take the snap here. Handoff left side. And the Trojans pursuing. Wingfield. He's had a nice game today. Really impressive squad, very disciplined.
Holding, offense, number 54, half the distance, 2 goals.
And
Second
boy,
down.
that may be the first holding call on Erie I've heard this afternoon. So this team has done a great job just eating time off the
Timeout
clock,
penalty.
running the football, winning their matchups on the line of scrimmage. Mansdorfer, take the snap, he'll keep it, and tackle. Take a look at Noah Roper and the Erie Tigers here in the 3A semifinals, leading big 31-6 with under 2 minutes to play, 1:53 officially on the clock. Under 2 minutes to play in the game. And the Trojans try to get a return out of this. Austin Hassler. Boy, it's tough to see Hassler end his career like this.
By number 31, Jane
But he has been one of the toughest football players in the state over the past 3 years.
With a minute 40. First and 10.
With 1:40 to go in the game. And the Longmont Trojans trying to come away with something here before they leave town. Denning, the junior quarterback once again. Back to pass, he's pressured downfield.
Pass complete to
And
number 2,
complete.
Danny Nichols.
To Nichols. Danny Nichols
To the 35-yard
had a
line of the
huge
Tigers.
catch 2 weeks
First and
ago
10
against Skyview in the corner of the end zone. Did a nice job for the offense. Primarily a defensive player, has good speed though. 1:26 to play in the game. Denning is going to keep it. 25, slides at the 20.
Denning keeps it, runs it to the
Trojans
20-yard
will
line.
be back next
Sorry,
year.
21. It'll be
All
first
their
and 10
skill
Longmont.
positions are sophomores or juniors. So a lot to look forward to there for the underclassmen. But today, a day of disappointment for the Trojans. This one's caught in the end
Pass
zone.
complete to number 13, Jaden Elkins for a
Touchdown.
Longmont touchdown.
Trojans, Jaden Elkins. Class 3A, they'll go for 2. And right side, Engel King into the end zone.
Number 15,
2-point
Drake
conversion.
Engelking with the 2-point conversion.
Go for the big upset here, the onside kick. Try to get a bounce for the Trojans.
Cruz Garcia
And
with the short
Cruz
kick.
Garcia couldn't get it, and the
Number
Tigers
2,
do a good job
Gardner.
recovering that one and playing that one with the all-hands team. With 1:02, Roper and Mansdorfer and Dion Lucero
Folks, with so many people here
taking
today,
care of
if you
their
could
business
take any trash that you
at the
have
skill
near you
positions
to a trash
for the
can
Tigers.
on your way out. That helps our custodial crew out.
And victory formation with 38 seconds to play in the game. The semifinals here at Erie Tiger Stadium. Noah Roper the All-State running back, will celebrate with his teammates, and they're going to win this game 31-14 over the Longmont Trojans. As time ticks away, and the men in orange, what a great job this afternoon as Brian Blanks congratulates Roper. And they collided a couple of times this afternoon. Kelvin Townsend, the big defensive lineman, congratulates Roper